And we're back. It's another day here in Minecraft Town. And I've done a bit of work off camera. My schedule has gotten quite a bit busier. So I'm running on fumes most of the days, and I'm trying to get as much stuff pumped out as I can. It is getting dark though, so we're just going to quickly hop into bed and then continue with a little tour of what's been going on. Alright, so quickly sleep it off, and we're good. Good to go. Alright, now first and foremost, sheep are still there. Nothing's changed with the sheep. I'm just checking up on them. They're crafty bastards. As you can see here, I should have grabbed glass panes for here. Nothing can get in though right now though, because there is fence there. We do have the roof done, and some chests in here. They're all empty. They're just for show at the moment. They will eventually be filled with wool, and I just need to come up with some funky furniture to go in here, like a little spinning wheel or a loom, something to that effect, to be super cool. And luckily, I'm not sure how or why, but we have no water dripping from the ceiling, which is awesome, because normally that happens no matter what block it is. If there's water on the block above, which is the case. Hang on, let me just get to the front of here so we can see how the roof actually looks. Looks all nice and spiffy. Got upside down stair blocks at the sides. This path obviously has been extended out a bit, and it's come along from here. I'm going to need some more fence for this. I am a bit low on wood at the moment just because of having to finish up the roof on that. But chopping them down, it does not take much time, and it's stuff that can just be done off camera anyway. But what I'm thinking about building either next or sometime in the near future is a like a watchtower here abouts, because our city's gotten pretty big, pretty prosperous. It also has a little miniature city underneath it, which I will go back to. Don't worry, it's not just been completely abandoned. If I go down and show you, there's actually a reason that I've sort of been avoiding it for the moment, besides the fact that like I just love this taiga biome, so I like just being outside rather than in a pit. But we do have some grass blocks snaking their way down here and along here, and I don't know what could be awaiting us. We have the flaming-eyed skull, as always, the giant torch with the lava moat, and we have a little water feature here, which is why we need grass. We need the grass to come down here and have a nice little grassy surround, maybe even have another sort of farm down here. I'm gonna have to clear that out, obviously. And we have the crucible, still being crucibly. Crucibly? It's not even a word. I'm not sure why I'm trying to figure out correct pronunciation. But if you can kind of tell from here, because I'm not on 1.3, I'm actually on the week 32 snapshot, which is newer than 1.3. Awesome. Because there's more varied loot from mobs, and there's also a new type of zombie. But I would love to show you guys it right now, but unfortunately DokuCraft has not been updated to this new snapshot. It's been updated to 1.3 though. So zombies do have glitched skins right now. So they're like sort of transparent, and they're mainly just like white. They still look zombie-ish. They just don't really have features. But the new zombie is actually pretty much just like the old zombie, but it has a villager slash testificate head. So it has the big nose, which testificates look a lot like camel jockey if you're aware. And if you are, what's up? But yeah, they have the big testificate nose and the real sort of goofy looking head. But they aren't any different from regular zombies. And I haven't really gotten much of the new loot that is supposedly dropped from the mobs now. I have gotten an iron ingot from zombies, which personally I haven't seen before, but I think it was already like on their drop table, so I can't be entirely certain that that's new. If it is, then easy way to get iron if you have a, or at least iron ingots if you do have a zombie spawner, which I have the crucible, but it's still, that's a manual kill because the crucible was mainly built just as a little fun thing. And as you can see, sugarcane farm up and running, and it's running quite well because, well, I did originally have fence posts here with a torch on it, but I didn't want to keep accidentally knocking the torches off. I left them on the center just because that's the way it is for all the other farms. And as you can see, moss stone here, keeping the nice moss stone theme. I just love the way it looks in the DokuCraft texture pack. I know you lose like the whole like mossy cobblestone look that you could use for like dungeons and that, but this is such an amazing trade-off. I am not even concerned about it at all. But the sugarcane farm, now that everything's all planted, when it's all grown to 3 height, if I just take off the top 2 like I just did with the ones that were grown, that should give me a yield of, I believe, 144. Wait, no, hang on, let me think. I believe it's 144 sugarcane, but I think it's enough to make, or no, it's 132, and it's enough to make 44 books, assuming I have the leather, which means I am going to have to make a cattle farm at some point. And continuing on with the little tour, this wall, you might have noticed it in some past videos. It was part of a full circle, but which was going to be like the outer wall of sort of like the spire fortress type deal. But I decided to scrap it. I just haven't gotten around to getting rid of the whole thing yet, and I'll just give you a quick walk around so that you can see the scale that this was going to be on. I built it up pretty high over here. I might still be able to use it for something, I don't know. But worst case scenario, I lose, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 9 diamonds, but I get a ton of stacks of cobblestone back, which I could just do a cobblestone generator and get more, but I actually have not yet needed to mine from a cobblestone generator at all, which is pretty fantastic. So it goes all the way around here, and no, not going to break my legs. Got some Peter parkour skills here. And if we hop up along here, and hop up, and you can see it comes right back to here. And of course the Stonehenge, it's just in that little clearing. There's the little nether entrance place, which I think I might add in a piston contraption there. Not entirely sure, but as I was saying with the idea of having a watchtower over here. That is one of the things that I want to do soon. Another thing I want to do soon is with some jungle wood and some cocoa beans, I can quite easily do something pretty amazing, which means another farm, which is awesome. Hang on. Completely forgot about that. You rotating logs, you. I take the cocoa beans and use it on jungle wood. Bam! A cocoa bean. And another cocoa bean. If you break it, you just get your cocoa bean back, but the cocoa beans do eventually get bigger and their color changes slightly, and when they are fully grown, they do yield, I believe, 3 cocoa beans each. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, why would you even bother making a cocoa bean farm? And the answer is simple. I like cookies. Because they are delicious. Even the Minecraft cookies. Which reminds me, I actually need to eat right now. So I need to think of a place to have this cocoa bean farm. Ooh, freaky noises. But I do want a watchtower here, which sort of will allow me to expand out into this area. And I will just give you a quick gander at some of the other areas that I am planning to build up. I believe I've already shown you the potential water sawmill type dealio over there, which with 1.3 being out, I'm going to add to the effect of the whole like sawmill operation by having some spruce wood laying on its side, and then add the pine needle leaf blocks to it, so that it looks like it's a tree that's like just on its side, and then have some stumps laying around from where we cut them down. But right around here, I do want to have a pastry shop. Nice little sugar cube corner. So that is where the cookies will be stored. And other things that I need to do quite soonish is I need to build, obviously it'll take me some time to build out the city a bit more in this direction, because obviously I have to build all the buildings and whatnot to get it over here and actually have the path not like cut into any potentially good plots. Have it come over here. What are you doing, brown sheep? Yeah. Spinning mobs on fence posts. Craziness. But bring it over here. Have this path with the wood continue out and over around to there. Have sort of like a balcony area here, so that overlooks this nice little pond, which is frozen over. But I don't care that it's frozen over. It's still nice. And have maybe like a huge sculpture or statue here. I do want to have this turn into a nice little water flow as well. So the deck balcony type deal will turn into a bridge. The huge bear banner is gone because it made the long haul way too tall for a long haul. So I'm going to have to get up there and start digging down on that. But I do want to have the banner incorporated into this, the same design. I do have it design made in paint. So do not worry about me having to get the design up and going again. But I do want to have it on the back wall, which is good times. And all the wooden pillars have all had their height raised quite a bit since the last time you saw. They've all gone up, I believe, 4 blocks high, which took about 10 stacks of raw wood, something in that area. It takes a ton of wood to build anything onto that thing, which is why it's like the huge project. And I have all these little side projects that I do, like the blacksmith house and sheep herder house, which is actually going to be like a nice little clothing boutique, something to that effect. Oh, I know what I can do quite quickly. Never mind with this. Let's just quickly head inside and get to a crafting table. And then we can get to work on making little flower beds. Being all fancy schmancy. Okay, so we have those, which we need. I'm just going to go back away. Get some trapdoors going, like that. Not sure if that'll be enough. I'm hoping it will be. Obviously not going to be hoping that it won't be. I think odds are it won't be. Peter Mansbridge is glitched at the moment, so he's sort of just... He's sitting, but he just appears to be standing. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. Peter Mansbridge just wants to do what he wants to do. So, I'm just going to let him. I'm not going to fight it. He is a free spirit, and he can do what he wants to do. Alright, now let's mine away these... Okay, I just hit a massive lag spike on my computer. Not sure what from, because I don't really have anything open and going right now. It might just be some like, I guess like aftershocks from downloading Blacklight Retribution. So expect some videos on that, because from what I've seen, it's a pretty damn good game, and I'm decent with shooters. I will most likely just be not shooters on the PC though, so I'll most likely be plugging in my USB Xbox 360 controller and playing with that. So, but I will do my best to get a video for that out either tomorrow or the next day, but sometime this week, pretty much for sure. So with that, I've got you caught up to speed with everything that's been done off camera. I'm going to need to get some wood. Yeah, get wood. And I will start work on the little watchtower in the next episode with wood. So, until next time, when we can finally have some street justice around here, instead of just vigilante sheep justice, I will see you later. Ta-ta for now, and have a good night.